Today we're going to work on creating a custom color for the Cave 5 Blazer, and we really like this stock green. This is pretty faded here, but over here if we look underneath where the topper used to be, right along this line, we can get a little better look of what that looks like. There's just a tiny little touch of pearl or a real thin metallic in it, so I might try buying a pint of this stock paint color. I think it's called spring green. But I would like to have more pearl, more sparkle than that. So we're going to paint some samples here and see what we can come up with. These little plastic things are called speed shapes. They're like $1 a piece. You can get them on Amazon. This is the base color that I'm going to try out today. It's called Sublime. It's from Summit. They use a lot of Summit paints. I really like their paint. I think it's rebranded PPG or something like that. Really good quality paint. So that's what that looks like. I think that's quite a bit brighter than the stock paint color, but that's okay because when I start laying pearls over the top of it, it's probably going to darken it up a little bit. So we'll see how close we get. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray those little speed shapes with a couple coats of this first, just the base color. Then I'm going to try, this is called Transparent Gold Ghost Pearl. This one's a gold candy pearl. This one's a green pearl. I'm going to try green over green. And then I'm going to try something I've always wanted to try, an orange pearl over green. Now I'm going to use my little tiny paint gun because I don't need much paint. I don't need to mix up a whole quart for this. Just maybe an inch worth of paint in there will be enough. So one thing that's always a good idea, take a little punch tool on your paint cans, punch a couple holes right in the edge like that. You'll see why in a second. And now, I don't know if you can see this, but those holes allow that paint to drip back down in there. Paint's very easy to mix. It's 4-to-1 with activator. So 4 parts paint, 1 part activator. And if you get the cups, there's all kinds of scales on the side that you can follow for that. Activator comes in different temperatures. There's fast, medium, and slow, and it's temperature dependent. So today it's about 80 degrees out, and I think medium is like between 70 and 80 degrees. So I'm going to use medium. I'm just going to splash a little bit in there. Stir that up, and we'll be ready to spray. All right, even though we're outside, I'm still going to use my little respirator thingy, because I do not want to be sucking in any of these fumes. And I'm painting this over white. I chose white for these speed shapes because anytime I paint light colors, like yellows or orange or light blues, light greens, they're just going to pop a lot more if you paint them over white. If you were to paint a yellow, for example, over a gray or a black, it would turn out looking like kind of a dark yellow. So it's just a kind of a rule of thumb. Light colors, use a light base. Dark colors, you're fine using a dark base. Now between coats, we're going to clean the gun out with a little bit of acetone. Okay, new paint cup. We do not want to use that green one because that would contaminate our pearl. The pearl gets mixed into clear coat, so we want that to be nice and transparent. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of clear coat in here. And I think I'm going to start with the green pearl. Normally, I'll mix about a half a pouch of this stuff into a quart of paint, or a quart of clear. So for this, that's a lot of pearl for that tiny little amount of paint. I can see the green in it already. Ooh, boy. That's almost too much pearl, I think. I don't know about you, but I am not a fan of that at all. That's way too light. That lightened up the green. Makes it look almost white. This time let's do the gold ghost pearl. And I'm not going to put as much in this time. So this is a transparent gold pearl versus this one, which is not transparent. This one has a really strong color to it, gold color. This one's just transparent. This is the one, honestly, that I have the highest hopes for. The gold candy pearl. I love the color of this. It turned out amazing on my Camaro. It turned the yellow on my Camaro into kind of a golden yellow. Really beautiful color. So I'm hoping it turns this green into kind of a golden sparkly green. See how this turns out. Again, that's almost too much pearl. Look how thick that is. Here we go, gold candy pearl. That is really sparkly compared to that. Orange pearl. And the idea here is the orange might just be an accent that you see on the edges, and it might not affect the base color much at all. It would just be like a glowing accent. Well, that did give it a little more orange, but it also made it whiter. What I'm working on now is just mixing colors, trying to find exactly the right shade of green. Green is made from blue and yellow. So blue and yellow are primary colors, green's a secondary color. So I have some dark yellow, or not dark, but just like a rich yellow from my Camaro. I've got some rich blue. I mixed those together over here, and with more blue than yellow, it comes out a dark green. With more yellow than blue, it comes out a lighter green. Here I took some of that lime color and mixed some of this blue into it, and I got kind of almost a bluish green. Same thing over here, I have a lighter shade of blue. I mixed some of that in with lime, and I got kind of a bluish green. So yeah, I'm just mixing blues and yellows and greens. I think we're gonna try get a sample of this one. We like that the best. Seems like a little closer match. It's real sparkly in direct sunlight, but it darkens up quite a bit in the shade. So it really depends on the angle. One more thing I got to do here just to satisfy my curiosity. So even though that lime is pretty far from the stock color, it's so hard to match these stock colors because they're 40 years worth of faded paint. So this is probably nowhere near where it actually looked like stock. But I really want to see what this looks like on a larger panel compared to the stock color. All right, while I don't hate this, it does look pretty cool. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. I sprayed some clear coat over the top of the stock color, and granted it's 50 years worth of fading in the sun, but at least that brought it back a little bit more to the stock color. I just wish I could find that color and put some of this sparkle gold over the top of it. We went to the parts store already and picked out the one that looked the closest to the stock color from their 1976 color books. All of us there, the people working there and us, we picked the one that looked the closest, and it wasn't right. So who knows what this paint code was back in the day. This looks cool, but it looks almost more like a Mopar kind of lime green 70s Challenger or something. So I don't know, it's a bit much for what we're going for on this build. So well, we didn't like any of those colors, so I got a couple more pearls to try out here. This one's an apple green candy. This one's a shimmer gold ghost pearl. Notice how it's not yellow in color, it's more transparent. I really like this lime color, but when I spray it outside, it just comes out way too light. It's much lighter than the stock color. So what I'm going to do here is, then I'm going to try and darken it up just a touch. Kind of darken it and green it, just a very slight amount. So I want that to become a little darker and a little greener. So I'm going to start with just mixing a little bit of this in, see what kind of color I can get. Try and darken it up just a little bit more. Here's a sour apple metallic that I got from Summit. It looks great in the light, but outside it actually looks really dark. This is really close to the color I think I want. So I sprayed this test shape and I've got some pearl on it. It looks really great, but when you spray it onto the fender, I don't know, it's just kind of muted. This is the color I thought I wanted. It's this, but it just, I don't know. So I need to keep spraying some more shapes, mixing some more colors until we can find something that not only looks good on paper, but looks good on the paint shapes, and more importantly, looks good when I spray it on a fender outside. Man, look at that. That's a beautiful color. Looks great in the direct sunlight. It's got a lot of sparkle in it. In the direct sunlight, it looks great. That's just the shade I was looking for. It's got a lot of metallic in it, a lot of sparkle. Look at that. So it ended up not being any of my custom colors that I tried spraying out. None of them turned out looking right. Well, after all this experimentation, all these different colors, different shades I mixed up, different pearls I tried out, after all this mixing and matching and trying out different colors, blending things, trying to find just the right shade, trying out different pearls, trying to match the factory color, all this different stuff. And over here, I wanted to see what some of these colors actually looked like on the truck. So quite a bit of variability between all of them. After all this, here's the color. It's called Sour Apple Green Metallic. It's just a color from Summit. It's a little darker than the factory color, and initially I didn't like it, but once I saw it on here, this is where I really started to like it. That I like. It's definitely a little darker than the factory color, but the factory color was really faded. It's got a lot of sparkle to it. It looks great from a distance. Here I was trying a couple different greens. There's a lighter green there, and I even had some pearl on that. This is the darker green. On this side it actually looks kind of too dark, but it just really depends on the light. It kind of changes depending on the light that hits it, but I think in bright direct sunlight it's not that dark at all. Looks really nice. That's the color I was going for. What I did on all these parts is I actually scuffed these and I painted them with 2 coats of a bright white, so I had a really nice white base to go over, because painting a light color like this onto like a gray or a black, it's going to turn out looking really dark. So I want this to be bright, so I need to paint it onto the brightest white that I can as a base. So this took 3 coats to get this to cover, but I think it looks really nice on there. So this is the one thing I almost never do, and that's go with an off-the-shelf color without mixing it myself. Well, I hope some of you guys were able to learn something from this process. Even though this time I actually didn't go with a custom color, I didn't make one on my own, I'm going with an off-the-shelf color. The process is still the same every time. Every time I do a custom paint job on one of these hot rods, it's always the same process. Painting shapes, mixing colors, trying out different pearls, trying to find different shades. It's always the same, and I never would have known that this was going to be the color if I hadn't gone through that process. So I think it's still valuable. So I hope you guys learned something. Have fun with your projects. We'll see you in the next one.